So let's understand what the 8 types of murtis that Bhagwan resides in. Because in our mandir and in our puja, those murtis. Now you may think, wait, so are these the same? Are these the different? So let's go over that and understand that. So Bhagwan resides in all 8 types of murtis of stone, wood, metal, and the metal contains panchadhatu, which is like bronze, copper, etc. Or and our Hari Krishna Maharaj in Vadtal is made of panchadhatu, ni murti cha. Earth or sandalwood. So the stuff that you use for tilak chandan, that is that chandan is made of sandalwood. So a murti can be actually made from that. It can be engraved or drawn. And if you see in the old mandirs when you go to India, you may see the murtis that are like carved into the stone that like are on the walls everywhere. That Bhagwan also comes into those murtis as well, and drawn murtis too. Bhagwan can be made of sand, gems, or even mentally. So, like we mentioned in the Mansi Puja, Bhagwan resides in that murti. Bhagwan also resides in Bhagwan also resides mentally as well. So that is also a form of Bhagwan's murti. And Bhagwan says in Gadara Pratham 68, a bhakta of Bhagwan who worships those murtis should maintain the same respect for them as he does for Pratyaksh Bhagwan. So he should have that mentality that, okay, this murti in mandir or this murti in my puja or this murti in my family's siyasan is the same murti that is in Akshardham. I should have the same respect for this as I were if this was actually Bhagwan here himself, because Bhagwan is there. That is Bhagwan himself, and we need to understand that. And in our mandirs, Bhagwan says in Shikshapatri Slok 62, idols established by my acharyas are true murtis. Others should be bowed and just respected upon. But je Acharya Maharaj or je Dharmakure je just established, if they have established those murtis, then those are the murtis that Bhagwan resides in. And Bhagwan Avaj, there's no doubt about it. I don't, if you, a quick sidetrack, if you remember in 2017, New Jersey Mandir's Murti Pratishta, when Laji Maharaj did the Murti Pratishta and he showed the mirror to Bhagwan, the mirror cracked when Bhagwan was entering the Murti. Bhagwan 110% resides in that murti. And as a lila, this Amba Sethni bo mast lila cha. When Amba Seth from Gadari Gam, Bhagwan held a prakarn that no one can come for his darshan. A prakarn was kind of a like a ritual. Bhagwan held different prakarns for all the satsangis or sadhus. For instance, one of them was like, okay, this month or like this half month or these 4 months, we're not going to eat salt. So mituka samanakwanuni. So no salt in anything. Another one could be, okay, this month we're not going to have any like milk products or etc. These were the prakarans that Bhagwan had. So one of the prakarans was no one can come for his darshan. But in reality, this was kind of as a test. So Amba Seth held Bhagwan's Vani for 24 days. So meaning that he didn't go for Bhagwan's darshan for 24 days. But after that, he could not handle it. So what he did was he climbed behind the wall of Akshar Ordi and he had tied a heavy chofal or like a chadar over his body so no one can see like, okay, this is like Ambasit. So he was unrecognizable. So, and then Ambasit, as he was entering, he fell inside of the Akshar Ordi. And then all of a sudden, there was like a obviously a huge noise, like a bam, and then Bhagwan's like, what just happened? Like, what was that? And then Amba Seth started shouting, Nyalkaran, Nyalkaran. And then Bhagwan ran towards the direction and thought, who is shouting my name, Nyalkaran? By the way, Amba Seth, if you remember, Bhagwan has 11 names. And one of them is Nyalkaran. And Amba Seth actually gave this name to him. And Bhagwan ran towards the direction and thought, who is shouting my name? And then when Bhagwan slowly unwrapped the chofal, and it was Amba Seth. You think about this as like, in Scooby-Doo when they like take off the mask of the evil person, kind of like that. That's what Bhagwan did, kind of revealed himself. And then Bhagwan said, what is all this? Like, why did you do this? And then Amba Seth said, I can't stand without your darshan, Maharaj. You are holding this prakarn, but it's I hate it so much. You are not allowing us to do your darshan. So what did you want me to do? I needed to see your darshan, because you make me so happy, and I have full nischay in you, in your murti as well.